Welcome to John Gillespie's Waters and Woods. We're going to do some muskie fishing and some walleye fishing with our buddies Pete Maina and Rob Manthei.
Fleet Farm presents John Gillespie's Waters and Woods. Fleet Farm, the ultimate fishing headquarters.
Yes, folks, this is a special treat for me. I got my two best muskie buddies in the boat at the same time, and this is unusual for you to have a day off this time of year.
Well, I've learned that when it gets to be this time of year, I need a day off.
Yeah, and July, yeah. You know, July is a fun time to muskie fish. This is the first time this year that I'm going to throw a muskie bait. And we've had kind of a cool spring and summer, so muskie fishing should be pretty decent, huh?
It should be pretty decent. The water's definitely not too hot. We don't have to really worry about that. I like that it's cool. And I think we're going to do well.
You're going to catch one?
Patterning, John.
Patterning, I agree with you. Hey folks, so show what we're using and how we're using it, all of that coming up right after this.
Standing here by a boat with Len Groom from AMSOIL, and Len, this HP Marine two-stroke oil, one thing I noticed when I switched, smoke smell went away right away. Why is that?
Two-stroke oils are not all created equal, and when you talk about HP Marine, it is built specifically for use in the water. The temperatures are cooler, the engine doesn't get as hot. You have to formulate for that to make sure that you're not going to get deposits, right? And deposits create all kinds of problems, from horsepower loss to smoke and those kinds of things. So you have to make sure that you have all that under control. It's been built specifically, like I said, for the water.
Check out the marine products at AMSOIL.com.
Your garage floor doesn't have to look like this. You can make it a beautiful extension of your home with Premier Floor Coating Solutions. They have decades of experience in both commercial and residential, so you'll get industrial strength and long-lasting beauty for your home. Relentless quality from the ground up. Learn more at premierfloorcoating.com.
Eagle Claw is the only hook made right here in the USA, and they also make this bass jigging kit. This Pro Series bass jig kit includes everything you need for an avid bass angler, including an assortment of jigs for using different types of lures. This kit is very convenient for travel. To check out everything from Eagle Claw, go to eagleclaw.com.
Hey, welcome back, folks, up in northern Wisconsin, our first muskie trip of the year with my buddies Pete and Rob. And Blake is going to come along, and she and I are going to switch off casting, okay?
Okay,
all right,
fine.
Yeah, okay. Now I'm going to start out today with my old favorite, the Walking Boss, and I love this thing, the way it comes through the water. Great surface bait. What are you starting with here?
I got a tube, John.
Okay, and those have been good?
They've been good, yeah. I mean, it's versatile, work it like a jerk bait. You can pause it, you can slow roll it, a lot of different things you can do with it.
And you, sir?
Livingston Lures Flipper, jerk bait.
That's a new one?
Dive and rise, yeah, brand new bait. Gonna give that a try, and then obviously we're gonna get bucktails in the mix as well.
Who's gonna get the first muskie?
I think you are.
What happened, Rob?
Just had one shoot up real quick after I did one turn, John, and came up like really fast but late.
Decent fish?
Wasn't real big, but maybe upper 30s.
Well, maybe the window's opening, huh?
That's what we're hoping.
Yeah, sir.
That's a different one, much bigger.
Another one right away?
Yep. Yeah, he actually took a shot at it.
Did he?
Yep.
Different fish?
Different fish, much bigger.
Wow. Well, that's a good sign though, isn't it, Pete?
Yes, it is.
No, it is interesting. You always talk about the moon phases, and what are we in right now?
Moon overhead.
Which means?
Well, it's a major period.
It's a major feeding period.
Yeah, the moon's straight up in between, you know, the rise and the set.
And you guys over the years have definitely correlated that to activity, haven't you?
Oh, absolutely. But it's, you know, it's hit and miss. It's no guarantee, John. Weather usually trumps the moon, but the weather's been pretty steady today, so it's kind of thing you expect and certainly hope for. The conditions are pretty good right now too, so.
Going on there, Pete.
Yep.
I'm coming, buddy. I'm coming. All right.
It's neutral.
Shut the motor down.
Put it
Shut the motor down.
Yep. Okay. You see him?
Yep.
Okay.
You gonna take them?
No, you got him. You got him, buddy. All right. I'll tell you what, folks. We didn't have any luck casting for a couple hours, so we thought we'd troll around the lake.
Looks pretty good, Pete.
And decent size, Pete?
It looked like a pretty good head. That's a big pike.
It's a big pike.
That is a big northern pike, you guys.
Yeah, it is.
Well,
I got the rod butt kind of stuck in my blackfish gear here.
Yeah, nice pike.
Look at that.
Not what we expected.
He likes squeaky. Oh boy. He wasn't getting away, was he?
No, he got everything there. Oh, let's take a look. Look at how chunky that fish is too.
Yeah,
you know,
it's a nice fish.
Yeah, beautiful pike. That's 38, isn't it?
I don't know about that.
37,
Not quite.
around there. Beautiful fish though, whatever.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Sorry,
Very
Swede.
nice.
Okay. No, but it's been an interesting morning. I mean, on your 6th cast, you actually had a muskie hit, and we've gone how many hours without a follow?
Too many.
So sometimes in the middle of the day, the trolling is a good idea.
Yeah, we just kind of said, let's just make a pass and ate our lunch quick, waiting for the peak here of the major. But, you know, we were supposed to have weather today. And again, you know, we don't believe the weatherman, and, you know, we're getting a little bit of clouds, but we might get that afternoon window yet.
Yeah, got to stick it out. No, that was fun. That was beautiful northern pike. Well, we had those 2 follows, guys, and went back on them, and they didn't hit. So, but we do have some weather coming. Taking a look in the western sky, and that's what you guys like. You want weather in the middle of the day like this.
Yeah. Yeah, I really do. But the one thing is, a lot of times with the barometric pressure changes, you'll have some activity right before the storm. Unfortunately, sometimes too, you got to wait till after. So.
Yeah. Interesting though, going back on those 2 follows that Rob had, we didn't see those fish again, did we?
Nope. And that's been kind of common. Rob and I were talking about that this year. In a lot of cases, you're going back on fish and not seeing them again. Once in a while, though, there's another fish in the same area, and you might move that. But yeah, we'll see here. We're going to find out soon.
You ready for the rain, Dad?
I am ready for the rain. Unfortunately, I left my beautiful rain set in the truck, but no fish.
Didn't expect it to rain today, so.
This is not my size, Pete.
No, it's not.
Well, whatever, you know. But you never get bit during a storm like this, do you guys? It's after or before?
Yeah, generally not right in the middle of it. It usually is before or after. We're going to wait for after now, but we still got a fish, right?
Well, do you like my rain gear?
I
Beautiful. Do I look good?
You look fabulous.
That's probably the best part of it, is the look, really.
Well, I'll tell you what, that was an hour delay. We had some pretty good lightning and thunder.
Yeah, that was a pretty good storm, but now it's cleared up, so hopefully the muskies will bite now.
Well, that is interesting. We're going to check the theory out here, Rob. Sometimes before, sometimes after. We're going to hope it's after, right?
Yeah, it's all we can do. Go out and give her.
That was a pretty good storm, though.
Very good storm.
All right.
Very good storm.
You know what really is a sad situation, folks? You leave your rain gear in the truck, and the only thing you got with you is a borrowed sweatshirt from your buddy Rob. This really stinks. Hey, Pete, you got your nice rain gear. Can I borrow it?
John, I'm nice and dry. You're already wet. I think we should just leave things the way it is.
You don't feel bad for me at all?
A little bit, just a little bit, but you know, you left it in the truck. What are you gonna do? You'll remember to bring it next time.
Breaking news from Fleet Farm. Check out this deal. Save $10 on the Kumna Magna Pro Line Counter Bait Cast Reel on sale for $49.99. It's now time to announce this week's winners of the Fleet Farm John Gillespie's Waters and Woods 2022 Fishing Contest.
Fred Paget of Naperville caught this 25-pound flathead on Lake Butamore on a minnow. John Jeffrey of Oak Creek boated this 16-inch crappie on Okachi Lake on a scrub. Barbara Starnes of Bartlett, Illinois caught this 26-inch smallmouth on Cormont Lake on a crawler. Mark Kashik of Burlington, Wisconsin boated this 33-inch walleye on Eagle Lake on a jig and minnow. And this week's kids winners are Everett Doubts of Staples. He caught this 20-inch smallmouth on the Crow Wing River on a crawler. And Isabella Matson of Valparaiso, Indiana caught this 12-inch bluegill on a private pond on a redworm.
Each week, I shop online at fleetfarm.com to check out the latest deals. This week, save $10 on the Berkley Lightning Spinning Rod on sale for $39.99. And the Berkley Trilene Monofilament Fishing Line on sale for $17.99.
We were fishing the lakes of Vilas County, a 4-hour drive from Milwaukee, 5 hours from Chicago, and 3.5 hours from Minneapolis. Jolly, you know what? I've seen so many guys I fish with now using this Johnson Pump washdown kit.
Yeah.
Now, you've got two uses.
Yeah, I use it for filling up my minnow bucket.
Okay.
Give the minnows some fresh water, you know, keep them alive all day long.
Instead of leaning over the boat.
It's a lot easier.
And then, of course, you get the fish scum on the floor here.
Oh, yeah, we get to drop a perch or two, get a bleeder,
and
clean it right up.
That Johnson Pump washdown kit, by the way, has the highest PSI in the industry.
Right.
And it's really great for keeping your boat clean, too?
Oh, yeah, I use it just about every day. You know, towards the end of the day, I wash everything down.
But I love that minnow bucket trick, man.
Oh, yeah, it's great.
Yeah.
Gives a bunch of oxygen in there, and minnows stay nice and lively.
For more information on the Johnson Pump washdown kit, go to johnsonpumpmarine.com.
What's the difference between a good net and a great net? Simple. It's all in the features. Fortis nets by Clam Outdoors are tough, safe on fish, easy to use, and a telescoping handle. Learn more about Fortis nets at clamoutdoors.com.
The best anglers know that there's always more out there, so they're always looking for an edge. And when they hook up with us, they find it. The most advanced motors, shallow water anchors, and more. Now even more powerful and capable when you connect them with your Humminbird. When you fish with us, you fish for more.
Well, one thing we should talk about today, folks, is we've got high blue skies, as I mentioned. And of course, now that we have the high blue skies, you know what I have with me?
Ah, you got your Ranger. Yeah, perfect timing.
Yeah, but what we're going to do today, you know, we're starting out muskie fishing, folks, and I think what we'll do, you know, we have to shoot a few commercials and whatnot, but we might walleye fish a little bit in between during the high skies.
Yeah, you know, we got several things we can do. So looking at the weather and the moon phase and all of that, we started out with the muskie. Might try and get some walleyes here in the interim, see if those are going. Our prime period should be during the major today for muskies. That's actually when we're supposed to have a few more clouds, a little bit more wind, and of course the moon period hopefully working for us.
Well, we took a little break in the muskie fishing like we talked about, Pete. And I think...
That is shaking like a walleye.
Yeah, I hope it is. Well, let's see. Here he comes.
Oh, yeah, nice
That's
walleye.
A nice walleye. Do we need the clamor there? Or?
Well, it's a nice walleye. I guess it depends on how badly you want to land them.
I want to land them because, you know, we've been muskie fishing, and I want to see a fish in the boat, you know.
All right,
here you go, buddy. Oh, there you go. All right. We didn't have our net. Aren't those beautiful walleyes, though?
Yeah, that is a nice walleye.
And that's what, about 17, you think?
Yeah, 17, 18.
But we're, like we talked about, we're waiting for
it good.
Hold them up. Yeah, that's really a very nice fish. And we're waiting for this cloud cover to come in for our muskies,
yeah,
right?
it's starting to come, so hopefully it helped the walleye a little bit too. But
yeah.
You could definitely see that was the walleye.
Was that
right
a fun?
away.
Yeah, I love when they hit plastics like that too. You know, that little tick like that.
Yeah.
And that's a pretty fish.
let
Did you
him
put
go.
it on spot lock there, my friend?
I certainly did.
See how smart he is? Another one on here, Pete.
Hey.
I'm so proud you put that in spot lock, my friend.
Yeah.
Look at this guy here.
Look at
Look
that.
at that. That's another legal walleye right there.
Yeah, it is.
And we'll do the old, well, we'll see here. Yeah, there you go, right there. And that's kind of a good sign the way they're hitting that jerk minnow, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Now, this time of the year, you know, you get into July, you'll still find walleyes in the weeds, right?
Yeah, I'm trying to turn around, but oh, absolutely. Yeah, you'll have actually walleyes in the weeds all the time. I don't think some of them just don't leave.
That's a nice solid, what, 16?
Yeah.
Just beautiful coloring on these fish up here, too. I love the coloring.
It really is.
And I know you want a musky fish, but...
well, we will.
I know
we will, but this is fun.
It is fun. Hey, that was my next cast, buddy.
This is working good.
Yeah.
This is working
Ooh, look
good.
at how
Another
clear that
nice
water
one.
is, too. Yeah. Maybe I wonder if we should get that clam net ready in case, just in case, you know. Just here you go.
Just in case.
No, I got them already. I got them already. There we go.
All right, I'm gonna get the net ready. That might be a bad omen, though. That's another nice one.
Just average size is just really gorgeous. And you know, folks, you always don't have to look for walleyes on the deep rocks. And you know, when I was a kid, that's the only place we looked for walleyes was deep rocks in the summertime. But, you know, what you're seeing here on your bait that you're using is schools of perch coming after your bait, right?
Yeah, that's what they're here feeding on. I've actually snagged 3 different fish, and you can literally see them following up, so there's tons of forage here.
And 8 to 12 feet of water, folks, with good weeds. And, you know me, I love plastics, but a variety of things will work. Jig and leech will work. Minnows not so much this time of year.
No, this is the time of the year where generally the crankbaits start going off, and the more aggressive, like actually the jerk minnow, will start tailing off, but it's cooler than normal now.
Well, we had a really cool spring and a cool start to the summer. So, but, I mean, come on. Those are, you know, I know you're the muskie guru, but can I be the, like, mini walleye guru?
Listen to this guy. He's the guru.
Yay!
That was that dink you were talking about.
Yeah, well, you also... Oh, Blake.
That was a good fish, too.
Did it feel pretty good?
Yeah.
Well, you can't win them all.
Nope, you can't. I missed that first one, so I hope I don't miss this one.
No, and Pete took us right back over the spot where we were catching. Ooh, that's a nice one, Blake.
Yeah, I think I might need the net.
All right, well, here, let me see where we are. We got our... Ooh, nice walleye there, Blake. Nice fish. There you go.
Thank you, Pete. Thank you. Woo!
Now, I know you enjoy your muskie fishing, but this is kind of a nice break, isn't it?
Yeah, you know, in between waiting for like that cloud coverage and the major, why not walleye fish if they're here?
So what did you do? You put a jerk minnow on?
Yep, I put a jerk minnow on right after you put yours on and when you caught your fish.
How are you working that?
Just letting it sink the bottom and then do a twitch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't that a beautiful fish?
Yep.
That's a solid 17-incher, Blake.
Very nice fish.
Hey folks, here's some big news. You can spend an ice fishing weekend with me on the show. The entire trip will be televised. Join the team at Johnsonville as a new employee and you could win a winter 2023 weekend ice fishing trip with us. Become a Johnsonville member between now and July 31st for your chance to win this one-of-a-kind experience. Come work at Johnsonville and you may go fishing with us.
Johnsonville, they're so sincerely interested in you becoming the best person you can possibly be.
I started Johnsonville as a temp. When you first start a company, you still don't know much about the company. So when you actually learn what the job about and how much it means to the company, how much they care for their employees, it's kind of make you want to wow, this company you want to be at.
fun catching those walleyes, but I see all the blue sky around, and we're going to try some muskie trolling now because you don't feel it's quite time to cast yet, right?
Yeah, and you know, it's a tough decision for me because we're getting into the major, you know, and it's like I always want to cast, but these open water fish are definitely out here, and there's only one thing you can do at a time, right? So we're going to try trolling with these high skies. This water is gin clear. I think it's the way to go.
And a little later in the day, we'll try some casting.
Or
maybe some walleyes. Hey, you got one on, Pete. What should I do here, buddy?
Well,
what should I do?
Pull this flat line in.
Pull the flat line in. Come on, grab that. Where is it?
Right
okay,
there.
I got it.
The blue one. The blue one.
Blue one. Got it. Decent sized fish.
Here, I'll do that.
Feels pretty good, John.
All right, buddy. It's so cool, man. Not a day that's conducive to casting, you know. Blake, get that net ready.
We decided to do a little trolling. All right, give the net to Dad there.
Okay, and you know how good of a netter I am, right?
Well, we're going to count on you for this one.
Yeah, right. Okay. Let's see here, buddy. I love this.
Yeah.
And
it is interesting because we started off by structure trolling. And now, of course, this fish was out over open water.
Ooh, here he is. Nice muskie, Pete.
Oh, yeah.
There we go, buddy. Right in there. Hey, I did a good job netting, too.
That was beautiful.
I didn't get yelled at for a change.
Wonderfully done, John.
No, let's talk about this. So, buddy, we did start out trolling in 12 to 15 feet of water.
Hold on one second.
Yeah.
I want to make sure. Yeah, his head's in the water. We're good. Okay.
And I cut across to do that again because I didn't run the shoreline the right way. That fish hit in 26 feet.
Yep. Basically right out in the middle. Now this, obviously we've fished open water for years, casting as well, but it's obviously not a structure fish. Wide open water.
And as I was moving along watching the hummingbird there, I've got the 4 screen on there, the side scan, the down scan, and the 2D and the map. And I was marking bait down there about 14 feet down.
Okay. Yeah, I can actually see it right there.
And that's what these muskies are doing out here in open water, huh?
Yeah. That's why sometimes it's pretty tough to get them in the shallows. And up. This is the kind of day you really want to try this kind of thing.
I can't wait to see him.
All righty, let me get a pliers.
Now, what bait is this?
That's a Livingston Jerkmaster that I do great casting, and I haven't really tried jerk trolling it before, so that was pretty interesting. It really is a lot more fun with a flat line to hang on to the rod like that. I mean, that strike was awesome.
Yeah, and we're going about 3.6 miles an hour, so when the fish hits that, man, it's got to feel like boom, right?
It got my attention.
Yeah, we'll show what he's doing here in a second, but let's see the fish and let's release her. Oh, let's see there.
Oh, that's a beautiful.
About what, 38?
Yeah, I'd say.
Yeah, that's a pretty fish, aren't they?
Very nice.
Dad, smile.
Very nice.
I love that.
You don't have to hold the net anymore.
Oh,
I got it.
Okay.
Yeah, get in the picture. There you go. All right.
Nice
All right,
done, buddy.
we got to get him back quick here. Actually, the water temps are still quite low, and he's going to be fine. But
see you later, there, pal.
See you, buddy.
Okay, when I was talking about the bait, folks, this line right here is all panfish or little minnows or whatever. This is the bottom, and this is the bait line, and Pete's running his baits just above that. And Pete, I wanted to ask you about jerking that rod. So by jerking that rod, you're enticing a bite.
Yeah, it's a lot more fun, John. With this particular bait too, the regular Livingston Jerkmaster, I think it's just giving this a lot better action. You're throwing in little pauses. It's almost like a rip and a stop, really. But you're getting in those little pauses there.
And that hit was fun.
It is very fun. You get to feel a strike, feels like a freight train.
You know, shooting these muskie shows this time of year can be really tough, feast or famine. We got the one fish trolling, that was the feast. The rest of the muskie fishing's been famine. But your cloud cover came in, that's what you wanted. So we'll finish the day casting. If we can't get a muskie, we'll catch a few more walleyes. That make sense?
Yep, absolutely. We got it, so let's try it now
Clouds
for
are
a little while.
here, yay. I got one, Pete. I got one, buddy. I got one,
How's
buddy.
it feel?
I got one, buddy. I don't know yet. I did get a good hook set on him, though. I did get a good hook set.
Yeah, Dad.
Okay, buddy. Okay, buddy.
On your tube.
Yeah, on the tube. Here he is. Here he is. Here he is, Pete.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it's a muskie, Pete. Oh, come on, buddy. Come on, Bo. Okay, Pete.
Oh, it's a nice fish.
It's a muskie.
Oh.
Oh, there we go. There we go, buddy. All right. He's wrapped up.
He is.
Oh man, that was such a cool hit.
He's in the clam.
Well, you called it. Cloud cover, you called it. You called it, buddy. That was a fun hit.
I have to say, you called it. You put on that tube earlier, you asked for a tube, and I said, let's try a little bit smaller one because the conditions were tough. And the first time you threw it, you said, ooh, I like that.
Yeah, the tube deal goes back about 10 years for us. And, you know, when you first started using them, they used to vertical jig them, and then you started casting them and putting a trailer hook in. A tube, the way it goes like that, you can work it deep or work it shallow. That's what I like, the same bait, you know?
Yeah. And the thing about this particular one, it really does have a wide swing.
Yeah.
You know? Okay.
Now that's a cool looking fish, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
What do you figure, about 32, 34?
Yeah, I'd say 33, 34 actually, John.
And that hit, that was so cool, Pete. I just love, they hit on the paws on that, you know, kind of.
Yeah.
And it's a neat deal, but I want to give you some credit.
Got kind of a messed up tail. Let me get him back here first.
But I want to give you some credit, seriously. A tough, high sky, calm day. And we did the right thing. We fished for the walleyes when the muskies weren't biting. We went trolling, caught a muskie, and then the clouds come in and you say, hey, let's go cast.
Yeah, well, it's really, you know, you really should try. You don't always make the right decision, John, but you try and play things out the way they should be. Tough conditions. When we didn't have the major, we didn't have any clouds, you know, we stopped and fished for walleyes a little bit. Trolled when it looked kind of ugly as well, and, you know, it actually worked out for once. Muskies do suck, but once in a while.
On that 2-inch hyper hammer, look at that. This bait has 3 super unique features. The built-in glass rattle. It's a play off the Google Eye jig series that's been phenomenal for open water walleyes, incorporating it now in a jigging minnow for ice fishing and open water. The brass slider, which is the hammer in the middle that slides back and forth, so you have a glass rattle and a hammer pin going back and forth, making 2 different types of unique noises. And then the third feature, which is the most unique, is a soft tail that rotates up and down to give it 2 different types of actions. And again, you can change out that tail to a whole bunch of different colors.
Oh, Pete, I'm getting too old for this. So, John, you haven't heard of Brian's Custom Steps?
Oh, Pete, those are awesome. How can I get a set?
Yeah, I love these big no-slip platforms, and they're made right here in Wisconsin.
For more information on Brian's Custom Steps, call 920-315-0333.
The top features for the fishermen are large casting decks that we have on board the boat. We also have the highest end electronics available to the fishermen that he would really appreciate, as well as air ride seating, things like that, and really make your day on the water comfortable. Tons of room for your graphs, large live wells, bait tanks. Everything is easily accessible. It's got a beautiful tow bar on the back, so if you want to go tubing or water skiing, the boat's got it all for you.
Well, hey, thanks, buddy. You know, that was fun.
Yeah,
appreciate it.
Always fun.
And folks, that is our show for today. Please join us next week. I don't know where we're going to fish at. We will find a place somewhere. Until then, I'm John Gillespie, hoping to see you and join John Gillespie's Waters and Woods.